Hey guys, it's Chris Pre with the smartrealestatecoach.com. I want to talk to you about a pretty cool deal we're working on right now, and I'm putting this on the free site because I want people to see the potential and always have your mindset in the mode of, transaction engineer versus, I have to do lease purchase, or I have to do sandwich, or I have to do options, or whatever it might be. Just keep in mind, as I say in the emails, to constantly be a transaction engineer. This deal came, I'm going to give you dates now because this will be posted shortly thereafter, I think. Today's the 26th of August. This lead came to me on 8/18. It was a standard lead sheet filled out by my VA. It says asking price $565. It says mortgage of about 400 grand, payment about 3 grand. Okay? Now, important to know, this was a yes. It said lease purchase, and the seller told him, yeah, I'd consider it. His notes say he's moving back to Pennsylvania. By the way, key thing for why I jumped on this, it says reason for selling, moving back to PA in December or before. Bingo. Now when I spoke to him, I find out he has 2 or 3 kids, I think it's 3, sorry, and they already went back this past weekend, so it's time to do something and to get creative, okay? Now, so we can jump into the deal. Here's what we did. There's an appraisal on this property less than a year ago showing the house. Well, by the way, I'm sorry, you guys want to reference this and ask me how it went later? 220 NLT, okay? They have a home appraisal. I'm going to round up the numbers, round off the numbers. They have a home appraisal for about $560K a year ago. This is a gorgeous home. It is 3,500 square feet, 4-car garage, guest suite above it. I mean, it's a gorgeous home. That's on 21 acres. Now, come to find out, there's a lot next to it, buildable with the septic design. The appraisal came in at $60K. He was selling this whole package just because he's trying to move back at like $565. And I said, there's no reason. I mean, we've done enough land to know you can get more for that land. Are you, here's the key script. Are you more focused, is your goal to get out of these and be gone and get less money, or, and usually the higher end sellers like this and or financial people want this latter option, which is, or do you want to maximize these and take some time to do so and get the most back on your investment? And he said, let's talk about that. So I met him yesterday. Here's what we're doing. I think you'll find this interesting. We're going to do an assign out on this one. Okay, we're going to go on the market for $580K. I told him that I would cap my assignment fee, but then we came up with a better solution. There's a bunch of profit centers here. I told him I'd cap my assignment fee at 24 grand and assumed a 40 grand deposit. So let's do this. 40 grand deposit from my buyer. They owe him 540. I agreed to give him 40% of the deposit. Okay, so he's going to get out of the 40, 16 grand. That means he nets 556 just on the home, though. That leaves the lot. Okay, so here's what we're doing. So stay in the land, on the home for a minute. Then he said, he's a business guy. He said, look, if you get more, I want to incentivize you. I'm also going to be in Pennsylvania, so I want you to be my eyes here while this thing's being worked on. I got lawn care that has to be done. I got HVAC. I mean, this house is gorgeous, and he wants it well kept. I said, I'll be your eyes and ears. Every quarter, I'll send you a report. Almost like a property manager, but I'm just going to touch base and make sure everything's okay. For that, I told him I want 5 grand on the back end. So far, let's go back to my money. 24 grand there, 5K on the back end to run the deal. That's 29. And he said, anything you get over this that you projected, Chris, I'll give to you. So I'm probably going to push this up to like 585 or 590 and pick up another 5 or 10 grand there. But let's not even throw that on the board, okay? So that's that. Then, there's no lease option on the piece of land, right? So I said, all right, I'll take an option on this. Option to purchase real estate. Very simple, $10 deposit. I'll take the option for $60K. I'm going to go on the market for $72K. I'm actually going to give it to my son to list as a realtor. Even if he did a 5% commission, out of that 12 grand, he'll take 3 or 4, and then he and I and our investment company will take the rest. So there's $12K there. Owner's tickle pink because he's going to get the 556 plus the 60, right? So the owner's at 616. He was on the market for 565. Yes, he has to wait a little while longer, But that's what, 565, 35, 45, about 50 something, $51,000 more in the course of 12 to 24 months. There's not a financially savvy homeowner on the market, as long as they didn't need to get out of that, that wouldn't go with that. Okay? So, bunch of deals here, right? 29 to 35K here on the assignment out, done, be gone. 12K-ish on the lot. That's 40 or 50. This deal from one lead slip is a 40 or 50K deal. And again, I'm not saying this, guys, I don't have any ego attached to these deals. I love doing them. I'm saying this more for you to be a transaction engineer and understand what's going on. Now, on another note, if you're a member, you saw that I posted the December of 2014 through July of 2015 ratios. This is so important for you guys that aren't members yet. This gave all our members how many leads does it take to convert to an appointment? How many appointments does it take to convert to a contract taken, written? Okay, like one of this is 2. How many contracts written convert to sales? Those numbers are critical for you to write your 2016 plan. Not only are they critical, think about it, they're predictable. So now that I give you the ratios until you have your own, you can say, well, based on that, I know how many dials I have, how many leads I have to get for my VA, or how many I got to generate, or whatever it is. In our case, it's 25 a week. So that's one thing I want you to know if you're not a member, because I'm going to post next week at the beginning of September the numbers from December of 14 all the way through August of 15. And the reason is those ratios keep tweaking. In the month of July, we didn't take many properties. We went on a whole bunch of appointments, but we didn't take many properties. I think we took 1. This month so far, we've took 7 as of the time of this filming, and we're going to take 4 this week. That's 11 properties under contract. Now, you can't see my total board over there, but we've got about 12 properties on the market right now, combination sandwich and a sign out. So we're going to have about 16 properties going into September. What a great inventory to have going into September. For us, that's really good. We peak out usually between 12 and 18. So that's perfect for what we got going on. And it's because we got the machine dialed in, guys. I can do this in 3 days a week, and my son could do it in 3 days a week with one assistant who only works 3 days a week. That's not too bad. That's 9 days of hours between my son, my assistant, and me to produce 3 to 6 deals a month like clockwork. And that's with me dialing. I don't have to dial. I could just fast forward more VA stuff and not dial. So transaction engineer, knowing your numbers, making sure you're on the membership site. If you're not already, jump on the levels page and get in the membership. Last, I don't want to keep hammering this, but because of the date I will. On 9/10, we launched another mastermind group. The mastermind group is 8 of you brainstorming, sharing ideas, tweaking scripts. I mean, you just need one idea from these mastermind calls, one, to make your 2016 a totally different year. There's 2 slots left. As of the time that I filmed this, I got an email last night from one of the new members just on the membership site who's going to upgrade to do the mastermind. Keep in mind this, guys. If you're in a mastermind, you get 10 weeks of membership. So what I said to this gentleman was, you're already paying $47 a month for membership. Join the mastermind for $9.97, but I'm going to discount it $470. Because you're paying for the membership now. I'm going to discount 10 months of it, and I'll take it off your mastermind group. With the gentleman's agreement that you're going to stay in the membership. And if you don't, you don't. But I would hope that you honor your agreement to do that. But that's it, guys. I hope that gave you enough. This is the first real detailed video in a while I stuck on the free sites. I hope that helps you, and make it a great day. And let's go out and get some deals like this, and let's add to the inventory for you to go ahead and just rock it for the last part of 2015 and into 16. Make it a great week.